Hi, it's John from Edmonds Honey back again. I'd like to talk about AgriSea. About 3 years ago, I discovered AgriSea on the internet, and I knew that kelp was very, very good for the garden and for growing my plants. I researched it and I found that the company had diversified into making a supplement for bees, and it comes in various sizes and it is marvellous stuff. They ferment the kelp and out of that they get the minerals, vitamins and amino acids, which when fed to bees seems to help them digest their food. Australian flora produces pollen that has not evolved with the honeybee, because the honeybee is a European bee and they cannot fully digest their food. It appears that the amino acids in the AgriSea help the bees digest their food and get better value out of the pollen. So as a result, you will see the brood in the hive is much tighter, it's more of it, and it stimulates the bees to make more bee food from their glands. So when you look at the baby grubs, they're all floating on more milk, and the bee hive becomes healthier, stronger. It seems to help them with CHALKBROOD problems, European foul brood. There's less of that with the bees that are consistently fed with AgriSea. Now it's quite easy to feed. You can put it in sugar syrup at 20 mils per litre and feed it to the bees, and generally about a week apart, a litre to each hive. Some people do 3 applications. Or you can use it with water and put 40 mils per litre of water, and we spray that over the bees or onto the combs, and it's very advantageous to spray it into the sticky frames after you've extracted the honey, because the bees enjoy a little bit of moisture to be able to clean up the honeycomb after they've been extracted, but at the same time they're getting the benefits of the AgriSea. And I found at times we couldn't breed queen bees here. Even though the conditions were good, everything was looking good, lots of pollen, everything was okay, the bees just did not want to make queen cells. And as soon as I started feeding the bees sugar syrup with AgriSea in it, at 20 mils to the litre, the bees suddenly would start to make queen cells, and you could noticeably see more milk in the brood, and it makes it a lot easier to graft your grubs because they're floating on plenty of milk, and you can graft them easily. So I would not now make a queen cell without using AgriSea. It's been tested, there's no residues to contaminate your honey, and I find it's easier to use than patties. If you use pollen patties to feed your bees, the small hive beetle have a tendency to also want to eat those, and you're only feeding a pest. So I find that AgriSea, overnight a strong hive will eat a litre to a litre and a half of sugar syrup with the AgriSea in it, so you're not feeding any of the other things. And I think because our flora is deficient in many of the amino acids and vitamins and minerals that bees need, it is very, very good. It's available in 1 litre, 5 litre, 20 litre, 100 litre, 200 litre and a palicon of 1,000 litres. We can post the 2 1 litre and 5 litre to you throughout Australia, but the bigger sizes we have to either send with Fastway up to 25 kilos, which is the 20 litre, and after that we have to go with freight transport companies anywhere else in Australia. I believe it's going to be very popular, and beekeepers will just, as of norm, will feed their bees late autumn to put their bees in good condition for the winter, and then we'll feed 2 applications early in the spring to strengthen their bees, make them healthy for the beginning of the season, and you will see much more brood and healthier bees with the AgriSea. It is very, very easy to apply to your bees.